You'll have to excuse me. I am not completely awake yet. I have had my Z Fold 4 back since probably Saturday. And as I mentioned in the previous video, because UPS decided to transpose numbers, it ended up sitting on my porch, or actually on my neighbor's porch, for anywhere between 12 and 24 hours. We're not sure exactly when it was delivered. They claimed it showed up at one time. It probably showed up later that evening or the next morning. Nonetheless, I have noticed a difference now that my phone is back from the shop for repairs. It doesn't creak anymore. A lot of people talking about when they get this phone, they take it out of the box, and that's the first thing that's noticeable, is that you can actually hear the hinge creaking or making like a, I wouldn't say squeaking, but it's definitely like something about when you fold the phone, whatever it's doing to the internal display, that it's bending in a weird way where it's making a creaking noise or groaning noise. My phone doesn't do that anymore. So I don't know if that was something with the screen specifically, that maybe it was a bad batch and this next one is the better one, and when they replaced it, that problem's gone away, or if it was a hinge problem and they went to go change the screen and cleaned it up and put some extra lubrication or something inside. I don't know what was causing it before, but it doesn't make that noise now. I've had it since Saturday. I'm not rapid opening and closing it or doing anything crazy because I don't want the chance that there's still some defect with the screen and then it's going to crack on me again. So I'm being careful with it. Yeah, the noise is definitely gone, at least for now. The other thing I've noticed is that this is for Samsung. You might want to look into your product design aside from the screen on this thing. I have one of the two-piece cases that has the spot on the back where you can slot in a stylus, or you can take the stylus out and put in a kickstand. I didn't notice it before, but after I got it back from the shop and went to go put the case on, when you close the phone, or at least in my case, when you close the phone outwards so you can use the internal display, it appears that the seam at the back where the hinge is, the two parts of the screen, the two parts of the case, when they butt together, is preventing the screen from closing all the way, like fully extending out to its full 7.6 inch display, and you kind of have to give it a little bit of a tug to flatten the screen out. That right there is probably contributing to the phone screen failures. Not every case, but definitely, it could definitely be a case in some of the instances where by trying to flatten your screen out, that case is in the way and it's putting excess pressure on the hinge, which in turn is putting excess pressure on the screen. It's just a thought. So I'm not using that case anymore, just in case it's part of the problem. Starting probably in the next week or so, I'm going to order a D-brand skin for this phone for the back. That way it has a little bit of grip on it, and it doesn't slide around in my pocket or slide around on my desk at work. $20-$30 as an investment to make sure I don't accidentally cause undue stress on my screen. I'm okay with it, and the D-brands obviously come highly recommended by hundreds of people, thousands of people. So I'm going to slap one on probably in the next week, and just go from there from now on. And if I need to carry a stylus, which I usually do, I'll just put it in my pocket, and maybe at some point the Z Folds will have a housing to put the stylus, so you don't have to carry them around separately, kind of like you would on an Ultra, or like they used to have on the Notes. So here's hoping for that design change in the future. And Samsung, please do like it's a Note phone and make the outside screen also capable of using the stylus. It's very, very frustrating to want to take a quick note, and that feature does not work on one of the two screens on this device. So I got to take extra time to open the phone to take a note when I could just click a button, pull up a menu, take a note, close the screen, and I'm done. It's an extra 5 or 10 seconds of my life that I have to spend to get one of your features to work correctly because you didn't put it on both screens. So, but anyways, so far so good. Outside of that, phone's acting fine. If for some odd reason the screen breaks again, I will update you on the process. That's it. I appreciate everybody who's been following the last couple weeks. I don't usually post a lot of content. This was one of those cases where I felt it was necessary to put multiple up there. Some of my videos are about knives, mainly sharpening and proper usage. I've got some car stuff up here. It's just very intermittent when I remember to record something or when I have the time to record something. So we'll see what happens. I may have a video coming up about diagnosing my car. I do have a 1995 Honda Accord station wagon that out of nowhere about 2-3 weeks ago decided that it was going to have a no crank, no start issue that I've been trying to diagnose, and I've come up with a really weird side effect of what may be causing it. So I may post something about that as well. But thank you to everybody who's subscribed and who's been watching, and just stick with me, and hopefully I'll be able to post some more stuff here soon as things continue to progress, either with more information on this phone or with my car stuff, or if I get back to posting videos about my knife sharpening and knife usage, knife skills. So all right, that's it for now. See y'all later.